Stop wasting your money, part one, because I did a short form that people were like, oh my gosh, we need long forms. And so I think I'm gonna have to do these every single week, and I'm gonna give you a bunch. They're gonna be across a lot of different categories today, so buckle up. First of all, Caraway cookware. It's real cute. This set is like $595, and genuinely it's good. I have nothing against it. If you already have it, keep enjoying it. But you get 3 pots with lids and 1 sort of frying pan for a total of $595. This is the dupe, same set, same sizes, and in this case, same colors. Now, the dupe doesn't come in as many colors, but if you like the white or the blue or a handful of others, you're gonna be good. The entire set here is under $200 with free shipping. Don't worry, I will link everything in the description, but let's move on to a totally unrelated topic. CoolSculpting and any type of cryo sculpting, it doesn't have to be this particular machine. I really hope I don't get sued here because I think this is terrible technology. It only really treats a very small percentage of what gets sucked into that handle, and then it could leave a lot of irregularities. It's also a little bit expensive. You need a bunch of treatments to get results like these, and honestly, these results don't really impress me that much. And these are the results they're really proud of, but the bigger issue is you need a bunch of treatments to even get these results, and when you add up the cost and time, it's actually more expensive and less effective than lipo. I'm not advocating for plastic surgery. I'm just saying if you're gonna spend big money, you should get real results. On that note, I think PDO threads are a total scam. It'll cost you thousands of dollars for these little needles with threads to be inserted into your face. They will only do something for a year or two and then leave a bunch of scar tissue that you will not be happy with. There's a reason reputable doctors don't even offer them. And if you want me to get into a bunch of treatments that aren't necessarily less expensive but are much more effective on a longer term basis, we can do that in another video. Then we have the viral Juliette Has A Gun, not a perfume scent, and they say it's not a perfume because it is literally a single molecule synthetic, okay? If you're gonna pay $150 for this and literally it costs $150, I think you're out of your mind. I'm not kidding, it's a single molecule at a 10% concentration, and it is owned and produced by Firmenich. Firmenich is this massive fragrance house that does like almost all the perfumes you know and love. That molecule is called Cetalox, and every perfume supplier has it. It's cheap, but if you don't want to run to a perfume supplier, I'm gonna give you 2 sort of over-the-counter options. This one is probably the purest form, and it's around $30 or $31, and don't worry, I will link to everything in the description, but if you like Juliette Has A Gun, you're gonna like this one. And then the more commonly known dupe, which is still not like mainstream news, but a lot of people know, and if you like dupe content, go back on my profile, I have so much there. This is Musky Musk by Dossier. I think it's around $35, and yes, I will link it here too. I do want to tell you that Musky Musk is not an identical dupe, but it's very, very close. It has a couple other fragrance molecules in there, but I mean, if you like Juliette Has A Gun, you're gonna love it. And it's like 80% cheaper. And we have this $315 barrier cream that a lot of people rave about, but $315 is an absurd amount for these ingredients. These are the ingredients, which are mostly plant oils and silicones, and all of those are wonderful, but not $315 wonderful. And I know what you're wondering. You're thinking like, oh, there's gotta be some magic in there. These are the effective hero ingredients in there that people get all excited about, but these are really cheap peptides. You can find some of these in Olay and some like $20 products that are very much on drugstore shelves. And the concentration is so low that in my personal opinion, and I'm really not looking to get sued, I don't think they're doing much anyway. With all the oils and silicones, are they making it into your skin? On a personal note, I like this French pharmacy find. It's not the cheapest one out there, but it's also not $315. Like what? It's Avane, and I linked it in the description, but I'm gonna give you an even cheaper option. This one from Prequel has a nearly identical texture. If you put a drop on one finger and a drop on the other finger and you sit there and rub it around, you can't tell which is which. And it's $18 per tube. On a skincare note, pretty much everything from this line, Dr. Barbara Sturm, feels a little bit like a scam to me. $260 for a 30 milliliter bottle of hyaluronic acid mixed with like a little purslane and some other botanicals. Like, no. 1-800-NO.com. No peptides, no exosomes, nothing expensive is going on there. This is a bottle that should never have been more than 30 bucks. Also, Dr. Sturm isn't even a dermatologist, but I can get into that at another point if you'd like. Okay, pretty much the same experience and the same feeling, under $12. Like, what are we even doing? Also, if you do go for this, it is very hydrating, but you have to do it as a sandwich. Your skin has to be wet, like freshly washed, and then you're putting this on, and then you're putting a rich cream over over it. Or if you have other more active ingredients, you can wash your face, then do your tretinoin or your peptides or whatever you're gonna do, then this, then the barrier cream. Obviously, this is getting too long now, and let me know if we need a part 2, and I can also do the things that I think are great and totally worth buying. But someone asked about this. I probably would not buy it. Nothing against NuFace. I just feel like this particular microcurrent device has inconsistent results, and it's $250, and that's a lot of money for inconsistent results. I'm not hating on this one. I'm just saying for me, it's not where I would spend my money. Quick ones before we go. Scent beads of any type in your laundry will ruin your clothing, your linens, whatever it is you're washing. I've spoken about these being the devil's work 1,000 times in the past, but really my main issue with them is that they are loaded with something called quartz. They coat your fabric in a very thin layer that then invites bacteria. Then your clothing gets stinkier quicker, and it's an infinite loop. You need to keep using these. Don't even get me started if you use them on any type of activewear or athleisure or poly blends. Like, may as well just throw it out. Last one for today. If you like the knobs at Anthropologie, and I have nothing against them, these are super cute, but these are like $18 a piece, which is a lot of money for knobs, and you don't necessarily have to spend that. And again, I'm pro Anthropologie if you like Anthropologie, but let me put you on something. Michaels and Hobby Lobby, they both have knob sections, and they are glorious, and almost everything is under $5 a knob. This stuff is really cute. This is under $6. Do we need a part 2 for next week? Let me know in the comments, but also which topics.